Hi, I'm Rachel Thompson Phillips, the creator of Soul Vibe Academy and BU Oracle Cards. This weekly energy forecast is for the week of February the 5th through to February the 11th. So there's been some really exciting energy shifts that have occurred with the full moon, and as we move towards a new moon over the next coming week or so. And so you would have already started to receive some really nice insights into how to make your dreams come true. So this coming week, the cards for this week are femininity for Monday and Tuesday. Trust is the key for Wednesday through till Friday, and Saturday and Sunday is about courage. So as I mentioned, if you haven't already, don't be surprised if for some people they may feel like they haven't received that insight just yet. It is on its way. If you haven't already seen it, you may see it as like a little picture, a feeling, just a knowing. And this is where the femininity card comes into play, because it's about, now that you know that you can achieve anything that you wish, now you can move back into that state of flow, because now there is this connection to making sure that you're staying in alignment, taking care of yourself. Because femininity, although it is about like being that loving, nurturing goddess within your own self, it's also about making sure that you're taking care of your needs. You know, a lot of the times we're so busy trying to obtain our goals and dreams that we move into a state of flow, being in that masculine of push, shove, force, make things happen. Whereas this week is about taking us a moment to just be a little bit more gentler, take a deep breath, and know that everything that you are wanting is already on its way. So that enables us to be able to just sort of catch our breath and just look at ways to stay in that natural state of flow, of giving to ourselves, nurturing and nourishing our own needs, nurturing and nourishing the needs of others after we've taken care of ourselves, being gentler in our mindset, because if you know that something's already on its way. Today I put up a post which is really great, and it was, if I say so myself, and it said, what would you do if you knew you could never fail? And that's what it's like. It's that sort of analogy behind that, of knowing that you are going to achieve what it is that you've set out to do. So now you can just take a moment to just collect your thoughts, look at what are some of the steps that need to be done to be able to bring everything into balance, into harmony, and allow yourself to move into that feeling into what it is that you have already created and manifested, and are just looking at the steps of how to attract it and magnetize it back into your world. Our manifesting powers are so incredibly potent at the moment that we have the ability to be able to manifest at such a rapid rate, which is really, really cool. And it looks like this week is really showing people that they have been focusing on what it is that they desire. They're becoming very much more mindful around the internal conversations that they're having with themselves, but they're also being able to recognize that there is a really nice, gentle way in which that you can attract things into your world without always going in and pushing whatever it is down someone else's throat, or forcing shit to happen. Being in that natural state of alignment is also enabling you to be able to stay close to what your soul truth has been revealed to you. And the beautiful thing is that through staying in that beautiful nurturing place come Wednesday and Friday, it enables us to move more into that clear sense of clear knowing. You just know that everything is going to fall into place. Now, with this clear sense, this is one of the senses that takes the longest to develop, because just knowing that you know something without knowing why you know it or how things are going to unfold can be a little bit unsettling for some people, because we as humans, we need to know the why and the how, and so therefore we can move into our own head mind chatter. Whereas this is the time from Wednesday through to Friday to just allow yourself to drop down into that feeling space of just knowing that you know exactly all the steps to take. Your intuition will provide you with the next little bit of insight, and that's where that being in that natural state of flow is going to help you be more receptive to be able to hear, see, or feel the intuitive information that's going to reveal to you, which will also then build a bigger level of trust with that knowing sense that is being activated within you. And when we have that beautiful knowing sense, it allows us to become a lot more calmer, a lot more relaxed, and therefore our mind is a lot more receptive to be open to multiple other opportunities or multiple other ways in which to be able to achieve what it is that you're wanting to do for yourself. And we start to build that bigger level of trust. With intuition, there is usually two of the big deciding factors where people feel that their intuitive skills are not as developed as what they would like. And the first is through too much mind chatter, and the second is through a lack of trust. And this is where this clear knowing and just trust is really activating that, because it's going to help build that level of trust. Remember, at those times when you have that clear knowing going on, and if you feel that you move into a space of you have to know, go in and ask really powerful questions like, what is the next step? Is there anything that I need to bring into balance? Is there something that I haven't seen yet that needs to come into play for this to come to fruition? Really bring out powerful questions, so therefore it enables the mind to become really expansive, rather than moving into that negative mind chatter that will be, how is this going to happen? Why is it that I don't understand? All of those come from a very scarcity mindset of fear, because you fear that if you don't know it, that you won't know what it is to do. This is where that clear knowing really, really kicks in. And by the weekend, the card of courage is about asking you, is about how you're going to show up. You know, are you going to show up being you? Have the courage, and through that Wednesday and Friday of being that clear knowing is going to also enable you to engage in that higher level of self-belief and self-conviction and self-confidence, to know that you will end up exactly where you need to be right at this time. So the best thing that you can do is ask yourself, how are you going to show up? There is always the saying of be, do, have. Who do you need to be in order to have what you want, so that you can do what you want to do? So this is that moment of the be element. Who are you going to be? How are you going to show up? And this is where that self-confidence comes in, because there's a whole different level of person that turns out when you have the confidence to believe in yourself. So when you know within your own self that everything's going to unfold, really kick into that self-belief of, it's almost like layering. So you've got your stay and flow, then you've got the trust and that knowingness sense, and the next level is that higher level of self-belief. And as you're levering all of these layers on top of one another, it's just really elevating you to really come out and start turning up as the person that you've always wanted to be, with that conviction and that beautiful face of that lion of going, I am who I am. I believe in my own self, and I have the courage to follow through on all of these beautiful insights, your intuition, being able to connect into the wisdom of your own inner self, so that you can allow this beautiful situation to unfold. So it really is a time this week of quietening down, connecting into how you feel, and move more outside of our own head and drop down to really engage in that emotional connection of knowing that everything is going to unfold beautifully for you. And when we do move into that space, it truly is quite magnificent, because it really comes from such a magical place. It's like all your hopes, dreams, wishes, and everything you've been thinking about and desiring and allowing to engage in that physiological response within your own body. Now is that time to really sit within that emotional connection, to build that momentum of energy behind the beautiful situation that you are creating for your life, and knowing that it is, and you are exactly where you need to be right at this time for whatever your lesson is, so that you can obtain the lesson, so you can continue to grow and develop into this amazing being that you are right now. So believe in your own self, because you have everything within you to be able to achieve anything that you set your mind to. So I wish everyone an incredibly amazing week this week. And much love to you all, and I will see you all next week. Take care.